further enhance the relations between them over the island.
Дальнейшая служба между нашими народами будет только крепнее.
Welcome to Tactical Talk. This is Zain. For the first time in modern history, the two Cold War rivals, Russia and Pakistan, are developing extremely close ties. From economic projects to defense deals, these two countries have been seen to work closely together along with China. What is the history of their relationship and what lies in the future? To discuss this topic, we have this today, Hassan Khan, who's a journalist and also a geopolitical observer. Welcome to our show, Hassan. This is Zain Khan. It's a pleasure to have you on Tactical Talk.
Thank you, Zain, for inviting me to your show. It's a pleasure to be doing this show from London.
Hassan, let's get to the first question. How do you see the prospects of Pakistan-Russia relations in the near future ever since their closeness increased over the past years?
Well, Zain, in terms of politics and international diplomacy, there are no permanent friends or enemies, as it's all about realpolitik. Russia and Pakistan have largely remained hostile to each other since the days of the Cold War, and since the onset of the 21st century, regional and global dynamics have rapidly changed. India, which used to be a long-time partner of the Russians, has gone into the American sphere of influence with the signing of the Indo-nuclear deal about a decade ago. Whereas Pakistan has started to realign its position in the region with gradual but balanced withdrawal from US dependence that became a huge liability. For Pakistan, Russia seems to be a worthy defense and economic partner, given recent cordial exchanges that also led to the signing of the North-South Energy Corridor deal, from which 30% of Pakistan's population would benefit, and this would be in addition to the Chinese CPEC project. Moreover, defense deals involving choppers and aircraft are also under process with Moscow. The initiation of joint military exercises over the coming weekend, despite false propaganda by India, are a huge indicator that Moscow and Islamabad would continue to cooperate closely on all relative mutual aspects. Hence, the prospects seem to be far more fruitful for both countries in the long run.
Hassan, would it have any impact on the US-Pakistan relations that are currently at their lowest?
Well, Pakistan pursues its own national interest, and as I mentioned earlier, it has initiated a limited withdrawal process from the US sphere of influence for focusing on Asian partners such as China, Russia, and Turkey. Certain sections in the US are unwelcoming for Pakistan, given how the Indian lobby has deeply ingressed into Washington's power corridor. I certainly believe that the impact would be minimal for Pakistan's long-run objectives, as the US ultimately needs Pakistan for fixing the much-delayed Afghan quagmire. It's basically a need-based relationship that shall continue till both countries' objectives diverge.
Pakistan's recent membership of SCO signifies the importance of its relations with Russia and China. What kind of role do you foresee for Pakistan in this context, Hassan?
Both Pakistan and India have joined the SCO and shall become full members by next year. In terms of security and counter-terrorism, Pakistan shall play a proactive role in sharing intelligence and expertise on defense matters. Certain areas in Central Asia and some of China's eastern parts are infested with militancy, on which Pakistan, as an SCO member, can certainly help out, given its successes in Operation Zarb-e Azab that led to reduction in militancy by 70 to 80%.
Hassan, last question, and this question might be off topic, but in terms of history, do you think that Liaquat Ali Khan should have accepted Moscow's invitation instead of insisting to visit Washington back in 1949?
Basically, that is a very hypothetical assessment. Muhammad Ali Jinnah had already decided to move toward Washington long before Liaquat opted to go for the same direction. Pakistan's close proximity to the Soviet Union should have principally called for fomenting close ties with Moscow, but the leaders of the time believed in economic progress for a country that required lots of economic assistance, for which the US seemed to be the best option as an economic partner. So basically, it's all about national interest, and Pakistan's objectives were starkly contrasting during that time.
Thank you so much, Hassan Khan. It was a pleasure to have you on our show. This was Hassan Khan, a journalist and also a geopolitical observer. We discussed Pakistan and Russia relations and their future. Until the next episode of Tactical Talk, this is Zain Khan. Take care and goodbye.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much.